The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Millions of Americans every day are shedding unwanted pounds by taking tested and proven Ultra Lipo Stick. Carbohydrates are bad. Our carbo-fighting antioxidant is good. Just listen to these satisfied customers.
My name is Gail, and I lost like 20 pounds on Ultra Lipo Stick.
My name is Jared, and I lost 46 pounds using Ultra Lipo Stick.
My name is Zach, and I actually gained weight. This stuff sucks!
Ultra Lipo Stick is safe and easy to inject. Just 3 doses 4 times a day discreetly underneath your fingernail. Listen to this.
I used Ultra Lipo Stick and suffered from side effects like uncontrollable greasy discharge.
Ultra Lipo Stick, it turned the armpits of all of my shirts orange. This stuff is crap.
Try it today and see some real results. Ultra Lipo Stick. Not available in stores. Results may vary.
I did the choreography myself. Hey honey, have you gained some weight in your rear end? The dress you wear reminds me of my old girlfriend. And where'd you get those shoes? I think they're pretty lame. Would you stop talking, cause I'm trying to watch the game? If you're a man who wants to live a long and happy life, these are the things you don't say to your wife. Trip next week on your birthday. I didn't ask you, but I knew it'd be okay. Go make some dinner while I watch this fishing show. I taped it over our old wedding video. If you're a man who've done that, a long and happy life, these are the things you don't say to you. Solo. Okay. Your cooking is okay, but not like mother makes. The diamond in the ring I bought you is a fake. Your eyes look puffy, dear. Are you feeling ill? Happy anniversary, I bought you a treadmill. You're a man who wants to live a long and happy life, that too. These are the things you don't say to your lady. You're a man who doesn't want to get killed with a knife. These are the things you don't say to your lady.
Do you have feelings of inadequacy? Do you suffer from shyness? Do you sometimes wish you were more assertive? If you answered yes to any of these questions, ask your doctor or pharmacist about tequila. Tequila is the safe, natural way to feel better and more confident about yourself and your actions. Tequila can help ease you out of your shyness and let you tell the world that you're ready and willing to do just about anything. You'll notice the benefits of tequila almost immediately, and with a regimen of regular doses, you can overcome any obstacles that prevent you from living the life you want to live. Shyness and awkwardness will be a thing of the past, and you'll discover many talents you never knew you had. Stop hiding and start living with tequila. Tequila may not be right for everyone. Women who are pregnant or nursing should not use tequila. However, women who wouldn't mind nursing or becoming pregnant are encouraged to try it. Side effects may include dizziness, nausea, vomiting, incarceration, erotic lustfulness, loss of motor control, loss of clothing, loss of money, loss of virginity, delusions of grandeur, table dancing, headache, dehydration, dry mouth, and a desire to sing karaoke and play all-night rounds of strip poker, truth or dare, and naked twister. Warning, the consumption of alcohol may make you think you're whispering when you're not. Is a major factor in dancing like a retard. May cause you to tell your friends over and over again that you're in love with them. Also may cause you to think you can sing. Alcohol may lead you to believe that ex-lovers are really dying for you to telephone them at 4 in the morning. Alcohol may make you think you can logically converse with members of the opposite sex without spitting. It may create the illusion that you are tougher, smarter, faster, and better looking than most people. And it may lead you to think people are laughing with you. Alcohol may cause pregnancy, and it also may be a major factor in getting your ass kicked. So what are you waiting for? Stop hiding and start living with tequila.
Hi. We're your local high-speed internet and cable provider. Are you looking for a fast, reliable internet connection? A large selection of your favorite HD TV channels with 24/7 access to the best customer support technicians, all at a fair price? Fuck you. You'll take what we give you. You'll have the option of choosing from several of our completely unwarranted rip-offs, including internet speeds up to 200 times slower than Korea at twice the price, TV packages with over 500 channels, 90% of which you can't view, and we guarantee a plethora of hidden fees. Then, our barely trained technicians will come to install your services somewhere between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. Knock once while you're in the shower, and promptly leave. And once we do finally get your service up and running, it'll be down and limping within 3 hours. Indefinitely. Why, you ask? Simple. We are part of what is called an oligopoly. It's like a monopoly, only legal. See, in closed-door meetings with 4 or 5 of the other major providers, we've secretly agreed not to have differing prices, allowing us to completely eliminate any competition and collectively raise our prices to optimum cockbag levels. Because we here at your local high-speed internet and cable provider don't believe in customer satisfaction. We believe in money. Pools of money. Looking for a better deal? You can oligobble down our balls. You're paying for it. Your local high-speed internet and cable provider. You won't like it, and there's no other option.
Mama, I'm on the plane, sitting next to Chinaman. He's breathing deep like he'll be dead. Mama, flight has just begun, but now it's going hard and I'm afraid. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been visiting Wuhan. Going on, and nothing really matters. Mama, I'm on the plane, sitting next to Chinaman. He's breathing deep like he'll be dead. Mama, flight has just begun, but now it's going hard and I'm afraid. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been visiting
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Shalom Show, everybody. It is January 19, 2022. The hell? Matt Connerton likes your video. Thank you, Matt. We love you too. Some of us.
Hi, honey. What do you mean, somewhat?
Somewhat. Some of us.
Somewhat.
Oh, I know secrets. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. No, we're Matt's cool. Matt's all right.
What do you mean, all right?
We tolerate him.
I love him. So there.
Where does he go after the show?
Everywhere and everywhere. He's always working.
Really?
He works nonstop, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Gotta tell him to kind of take a break and sniff the broccoli.
No, then he doesn't feel good. He's in his element when he's busy. He's not good holding still. That's not Matty.
He needs to be everywhere, huh?
Huh?
He needs to be everywhere, all the time.
He does. It's what makes him happy. You eating pickles?
No. Broccoli. So, see, this is the one benefit and also the one thing I hate about doing this. I don't really spend a lot of time with dinner with my family, except for Friday. Friday, my wife comes home at 3 o'clock, and the rest of the time she comes home at like 6:30. So it's like, hi, bye, gotta go do the show. And then Friday, it's like, and then Friday we have dinner together, and we do the show on Friday. And of course, Tuesdays and Thursdays dinner. But yeah, this is one of the perks. It's like, and this is why I don't apologize for eating on air or burping on air, because I'm freaking eating. I'm having my dinner. I eat on air. Right, I'm having my dinner.
I do try not to burp on air.
Well, because you're a lady.
Yeah. Because I'm a what?
You're a lady.
A lady. Sometimes.
Aren't you?
Sometimes.
You were born a lady, right?
I was born a girl. Doesn't mean I'm always a lady. There's a difference. You've seen my uglier side.
Matt's
when
on there.
show up.
I'm on a secret mission, he says.
Matt's on a secret mission?
That's what he said?
Oh, that's right.
So is this the song that you gave me a YouTube on?
Yes.
All right, let's hear it. Ooh, that's loud. It's funny as shit.
Why you borrow your lipstick so often?
This is scary. Jenny, darling, you're my best friend. But there's a few things that you don't know of. Why I borrow your lipstick so often? I'm using your shirt as a pillowcase. I want to ruin our friendship. We should be lovers instead. I don't know how to say that. I should not be playing this.
Why not?
Because I don't want to be lovers.
Something to do with, you have a problem with bisexuality?
I have no. I should be playing this because I don't want to go ahead and be lovers. Not with you.
No. Her best friend's a girl.
Oh.
The song's about her best friend that's a girl.
I don't know how to say this.
Guys always try and stick themselves into everything.
I don't know.
I'm using your shirt as a pillowcase.
This is actually funny.
It's a fun song.
It is.
I love it.
I love the beat to it too.
Right?
And say,
right? It gets you moving.
Down here,
going. Yeah.
Down here it says, "Oh, your love for them won't last long. Forget those amigos. Forget those amigos. Forget those amigos." Apparently, there's amigos that are really a problem in the show or the song. Holy cow! And that thing that whatever they're called, those 4 lines. The chorus repeats every other take.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I listen. It's a fun song. I kind of like it. And this is the official music. Okay, I got to show the music video because apparently
the music video is just as fun.
Yeah, I know, right? I just realized this.
It's a really cool video.
I just realized this. So
I love this song.
Look at that, they're at a nightclub. There's the alcohol.
Yep. Partying.
Is that a cat as a DJ?
Potty.
Hold on a second.
Was it a cat? Oh, it is.
It's a cat as a DJ.
Perfect. It's even more perfect because I am a cat mama.
DJ perfect. Wait a minute. You know what?
I like that.
We could go ahead and make this. This is
should mark
DJ Reckless Pussy.
Oh, stop it.
Oh my God, was that?
Don't ruin my song.
Did you see the ass on this? Oh my God, look at this.
We're checking out the chick here. That's
how big that ass is. She missed it. She's looking up and she missed the ass. Somebody's opening up their bag. Oh, there's the lipstick that they stole. Yep. There's the amigo. El Grande Amigo.
Big friend. Has a small head.
Wow. Holy shit.
That's awesome. That's just awesome.
wow, that's like a tweet. It's going out everywhere.
Right?
And he's pissed. Look at him. He's pissed. She's an unsatisfied person because he has a small head.
Apparently.
Yeah. Okay. No, so we've seen enough. But yeah, I mean, it's a catchy song. It's got a catchy thing going on.
It is.
I think Matt's secret mission is I think Matt's on a secret mission. He wants to be friends instead.
He already is.
Oh yeah. Isaiah's in the chat. Isaiah for 2024 in the Illuminati.
Jesus!
Go Jesus, go Jesus, go. We should all be llamas instead. Okay.
Llamas are pretty cool.
Llamas are cool. I like llamas. I always pet them at the zoo. We're good
I used to work with an EMT who raises llamas here in New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah?
She's beautiful. They're beautiful. And she breeds them. You should look up a baby llama. You'll fall in love. You just can't not fall in love. They're adorable. But she's like posted videos of them when they first start to walk. It's amazing.
You know why I fall in love with
critters?
Baby puppies.
Baby puppies are cute too, but then they got butt worms.
Well,
I'd rather have baby kitties. No butt worm. And they train real easy.
Yeah, you throw them in the sandbox, they're fine.
You scratch their paws and they're good. They're golden.
Scratch their paws?
Yeah, you put them in this box and you scratch their paws around a little bit in it so they can see that it's okay for them to dig in there.
Oh.
You're encouraging it.
I got you. I'm over here thinking it's like scratch their paws. The claws are going to stick to your hands then.
No.
Whatever.
Jeez.
Yeah, we're just starting the show on just an odd topic. We're going to a kind of a weird dance video with cartoon butts. And
it's a good video.
A kitty
Screw
DJ.
You.
I didn't say it wasn't a good video.
You're making fun of it. I like that video.
I'm supposed to make fun of stuff.
I suppose.
Yeah. So, I got some chicken. Teriyaki chicken is the best in the slow cooker. I love it.
I'm going to do a Mediterranean chicken probably tomorrow night. Something I've been planning.
See, I always have problems with stuff in the slow cooker because you know what? I have to remember to do it.
Oh, no, honey, I'm not slow cooking this.
That's what I'm saying. This is my cooking.
From scratch.
You're cooking with a snatch?
No, from scratch.
Oh, from
wise
scratch.
Ass.
Oh, okay.
Although it does stay attached. I don't disattach myself. It's with me all the time.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. I really do.
You open the door, walk in.
That Hanukkah bush.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love my Hanukkah bush. I put it away till next year.
Oh, okay. Well, those clippers must have been busy.
It's got blue lights and it's got a little Star David thingy around the bottom of it, and I get a kick out of it, and I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. So there.
There you go.
It makes me smile. In fact, everybody who comes over who sees it smiles. Although that's a very limited group.
Yeah, how is it now with Omicron being high as it is? Are you guys staying away from people now again up there?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, right now I'm in the middle of treatment, so I'm seriously self-isolating. I'm only going out to the studio and to a doctor's appointment or something like that, but I'm not really stepping out right now because somebody else's cold or flu could interfere. But we've always had kind of a small circle anyway, but yeah, since COVID, it's gotten even smaller, and there's a very small handful of people that even know where we are, never mind come over.
Yeah, well, I know.
It's not that I'm selfish or anything. It's just
that's what it is.
Really hunkered down. I mean, Matt's got asthma. And with what's wrong with me, it's just the safest and best choice for us.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, that's how Betty White made it to 99.
Betty White made it to 99 on junk food and wine and doing dirty comedy.
Hot dogs. And
hot dogs, yeah.
When COVID hit, she self-isolated. 100%. She never really left the house.
But she was addicted to junk food. You realize that?
Hot dogs, especially.
I know.
With gin. No, with vodka. Hot dogs and vodka. Oof.
So that just proves to you, all the doctors that say eat healthy, fuck off.
That's not true. Bullshit, you.
How do you make 99?
Maybe that worked for her. I'm sure she's got some serious genetics involved in that sucker, too.
I don't know.
I've actually made major dietary changes, and I'm a lot healthier for it. I'm the healthiest sick person you know.
Awesome.
All my blood labs are gorgeous. Hey, I pride myself on me.
I'm there, too, but... See, the problem is high blood pressure, type 2 diabetic, and the weight I am at. Not exactly the safest thing. I actually went to donate blood over the weekend, and I couldn't because my blood pressure was so high. And I'm on pills.
I'm on propranolol, and my hypertension is actually what they call secondary hypertension. It's caused by the neurological disease that I have.
Yeah.
But I've been really fat, really, really overweight, and it's been a struggle to try and get some of the weight off. But I've made a lot of dietary changes. I found new ways to get energy, and I've just hit an 18-pound loss. As of now, I've lost 18 pounds. I'm back down to the weight I was 2 years ago when I went to Europe. I'm a happy girl.
Very nice.
Hands on, keep losing.
See, I'm over here thinking it's going to be tough to go ahead and lose weight because I see all the time you're baking bread, you're doing all these carbs on there. It's like,
yeah, but look at what I am making my own bread. It has 4 ingredients. There's no butter. There's no oil.
Okay. But it's still carbs, though, right?
It's health. I don't gorge in it.
All right.
But it's the only bread that I eat. And I may have an egg salad on it, or I might eat it plain. I might use it with dipping oil and have like a cheese. I'm a grazer, but I graze Mediterranean. I grab nuts. I grab grapes, cheese.
Are you big into fondue?
No, but I do like if you take like a cooker, like a little crock cooker you can stick in the oven to warm it up.
Yep.
Put some cream cheese in the bottom, and then some port wine soft cheese on top, and then sprinkle some like mozzarella on the top of that. Warm it up. It makes such a delicious cheese dip. I buy organic. I cook organically. When the treats that I make those from scratch.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that you don't do the scratch. You do the scratch.
That's a new thing. I used to eat a lot of processed foods.
Really?
Yeah, big time. What I do now is intentionally shop the perimeter of the grocery store. Not a lot of what I have is in the middle.
What does that mean, perimeter of the grocery? We're talking about produce and...
If you think about the way a grocery store is laid out, the exterior of the grocery store is where you find your natural foods, your fresh fruits, your fresh meats, your fresh dairy, your fresh cheeses, everything that's fresh. The center of a grocery store is 90% processed foods. Nothing processed is really all that great for us.
Right.
I mean, when we were kids growing up, everything was natural because that's what the grocery store was. In our generation, in the last 40 or so years, we've seen so much fast productive foods that are dried out, and they don't have anything left in them. I mean, yeah, they make them taste good for you with a lot of shitty things.
Yeah, it's just the ingredients to go ahead and make the shelf life last longer.
But a lot of that, yeah. And there's all that crap in there, all those fake sugars and everything else. You can cook so much better for yourself and eat so much healthier, and you can actually eat more by shopping the perimeter of the grocery store. I mean, I can graze all day on fruits and vegetables. I eat raw stuff all day long. I eat celery. My idea of a peanut butter sandwich is natural peanut butter and a celery stick. I love it.
Jenny's actually pen name is actually Julia Child, so make sure you look her up.
No.
Just saying.
Not yet, darling. Not yet. We'll work on that.
So
no, but it really has made a significant difference in how healthy I am and how my body is handling the treatments I'm going through.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. Does it make a difference with? I mean, when you were heavier, were you on the same treatments that you are now?
Yes.
And and you can see a difference now.
Big time. They recently took me off of a medication, and I've had a lot more clarity of my mind from it, which has been really almost disturbing in a sense of how I feel now versus how I felt on the medication are drastically different, but my weight has been coming off a lot easier.
That's good.
Like it's just, instead of grabbing a cheesy snack, grab a handful of almonds, grab a handful of walnuts, some raisins, you know.
Don't do what I do and grab a handful of Oreos. That's not good.
But see, I don't have this. I don't allow it. I don't buy it anymore.
Yeah.
It's not in my house. I'm not going to eat it. And when you're really hungry for that snack, you'll be like, yeah, peanut butter and celery sounds real good right now. Or an apple and peanut butter, or, a plate full. You have your own little curati tray, however you say that word. Curati?
I don't know what that is, but...
Carrot, whatever those...
Keto?
You say the board. It's like a cheese board, and it's got everything on it. Fruits and vegetables and dips and cheeses and meats. Pepperoni, salami, some turkey, whatever. That's a great meal. And the more colorful your plate is, the healthier your food that you're eating is.
Yeah. Really is.
That's really true.
I don't really, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really shop for a lot of sweets, but it's just me and my wife, we have that sweet tooth. And it's like...
I do too.
It's almost addicting as this shit. It really is. I get
you. I've sworn off of all dark sodas. I don't touch them at all. There's so much about them that's not so great health-wise. I drink ginger ale. It's the only soda I really allow, and occasionally some root beer.
I was going to say, root beer is dark.
Strict. I drink water all day, every day.
Yeah, that's what I do most of the time when I'm working is water or Powerade, and the zero stuff.
I've noticed I can move around a little bit better. I've noticed that I have more stamina since I've dropped to 18 pounds. And I hope in another 20 pounds, it'll be even better. Because I know that it hurts me mobility-wise to have the extra weight.
But the treatments that you're going through, though, doesn't that hinder your movability, too? Or,
what's wrong with me does. Yeah. But that's where I have rules in my life, right? So one of my rules is my 3-second rule. Well, my 3-second rule is not to sit on my ass all the time. Like, if I'm going to wash dishes, 1, 2, 3, I get the fuck out of the chair and go wash the damn dishes. I literally give myself a countdown. 1, 2, 3. It might sound cuckoo, but it works.
Honestly,
I don't let myself stay rooted.
Honestly, I thought the 3-second rule was the contingent on Maddie. Maddie, you got to last longer than 3 seconds.
Oh, honey, you don't really eat. Let me say that...
Relax. No, listen, if you need to open up a window right now, go ahead. If I was there, it'd be
hours. We have no trouble in that department. So
full of shit. Hours and hours. That's full of shit. Come on. I think if anything, you would get worn out first.
Like 24 hours, and we spent most of those horizontal.
The dirty stories that we can get into.
Oh, I bet he's blushing like shit right now if he can hear.
Yeah.
Or he might not be able to hear though because he is on a mission. So
he's on a mission from
that entire exchange. But seriously, like I turn up the tunes and I've gotten into cooking and the baking. That's how I get my sweets. I make my own cookies. I make my apple cinnamon bread or my cinnamon. I make my own enjoyable sweets that are with healthy ingredients, and I eat them within reasonable amounts. And I don't allow myself to buy all those cookies and candies and shit.
And so that's the big question I have is like, okay, so you make these these yummy goodie stuff. But you don't use the yummy goodie stuff that we know. What do you substitute
yes, I do.
with it?
I use all traditional ingredients. So my bread, for example, the basis of my bread is flour, yeast, water, eggs, salt, and honey. How it comes out is how you make it. When I do the cinnamon sugar, I'm using real cinnamon, and I'm using real brown sugar, and I'm using real sugar and I do use oil on the crumpled top.
All right.
I make allowances. I don't like devoid myself of all things nummy. I just choose to eat things that are really good that I make myself for a fraction of the cost of some crappy shit I get in the store, and it's got shit in it that makes you sicker.
John, calling Maddie the muff diver. John, you got a dirty mind, man. Get that mind out of the gutter. We're talking cookies now. We're not talking about Jenny's cookies. We're actually talking about Herb making cookies.
He doesn't need to do any extras. He's well skilled with his tools. Thank you. So, back to the whole, there was a period of time where for 2 years, I was in bed. I didn't get out of bed. I was in bed all the time, night and day. Right. I was literally bedbound. I was a wheelchair, walker, you name it.
That must have been hell. That must have been torture.
It was. I was suicidal. I wanted to die. Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
I was waiting to die, and whatever I had was going to benefit the people I loved, and I would no longer be the burden. And I was an EMT. I lifted people for a living.
Yeah.
I volunteered and was a captain on my home squad. I worked in a hospital. I was an elected legislator. I had no less than 3 jobs at a time most of my life. That's just how I was wired.
But while you were in a wheelchair, when you were wheelchair and bedbound and everything like that, were the people telling you that that's it, this is where your life's going to be forever?
Yeah. They had nothing left to offer me. I had reached the end. I was suggested to go to palliative care. There was nothing more that anybody could do. There's no cure. We're sorry.
That's it.
Try and
we'll wash your hands of you.
Literally, yes. Yes.
So quick to pull the trigger. What turned it all around? How did you get from there to where you're at now?
There was a doctor that came into my care team.
And actually, before you go into that story, what is it that you are suffering from so people know?
That's hard to... So, short end version. I have a 2-time cancer survivor. The second time I was 42, I had breast cancer. And it was invasive ductal carcinoma. It was stage 1, so we caught it in a good time. Mm-hmm. I had a full mastectomy, and I had reconstruction, and I was supposed to be the perfect case. Clean margins, no radiation, no chemo. They got it all. We're going to put you right back together. You're going to wake up. You're still going to have a breast. You have a few months off, and you go right back to work.
All right, cool.
That's not what happened.
No.
I woke up, and I couldn't move practically at all, and it never got better. Unfortunately, I didn't have a very good support team, so nobody was advocating for me. There were people taking care of me and stuff in different ways, but nobody was really advocating or pushing, there's something wrong here, this isn't okay. I go follow-up treatment. Oncology rushes me over to the doctor. They bring me back into surgery. They resect my reconstruction, and they call it, I was too tight. Stitched together too tight. So they resectioned it. It helped a little bit, but I kept progressively getting worse to the point where I wasn't breathing right. I was dropping my oxygen levels. It was insane. So they diagnosed me with what's called post-mastectomy pain syndrome, which is we don't know what happened. We're sorry. There's nothing we can do. That was then exacerbated with lymphedema on my affected side, my left arm, my hand.
Yeah.
It's all lymphedema. And then that turned into what's called complex regional pain syndrome, which is a very rare disease. It strikes less than 250,000 people in the United States. It's called the most painful disease known to modern medicine. And it is called the suicide disease because 70% of the people who get it will attempt or consider committing suicide.
Jeez,
it's that
Christ.
Bad. There's that's not even the end of the tale. Through different doctors and whatnot, I end up with this incredible neurologist that we're lucky to have here on the East Coast. He did a skin punch biopsy on me and found that I have very severe small fiber neuropathy, which is another rare disorder, but I literally have no nerve fibers in my epidermis and less than 1% of what's normal in my dermis. On paper, I'm not supposed to be able to walk, but I get in the pool and I walk every day. And then, of course, after the breast cancer, I was put on tamoxifen, which is a very common drug, but I was the 1 in a million or whatever chance. 6 years into treatment, this is something that should have happened in the first year, but 6 years into treatment, all of a sudden, I'm going blind. I can't see. Something's wrong.
Right.
Finally go to the doctors, and I have what's called tamoxifen retinopathy, which is the tamoxifen, for whatever reason, 6 years into treatment became toxic to my body and deposited with lymph material into both my eyes and affecting my ears. So I
let me guess that was also rare too, right?
Extraordinarily rare.
You know what?
So rare that I've yet to meet a person. Well, I have a genetic anomaly, and I'm just saying, how is it not possible that you and Maddie haven't won the lottery or anything like that? Because that's rare too. Seriously,
I mean that would complete the whole circle of life,
right? Right. I know. Well, I shouldn't really be here. I mean, on paper, I look like I was dying, and to look at me for a long period of that time, I did look like I was dying. It was a combination of factors that changed my life. The biggest of those was leaving the country.
That's going to be scary. You go ahead and go away from the United States, hoping to find a prayer.
I was crying and going, oh my God, what did you do? What were you thinking? I can't believe you're doing this. And it was the best decision of my life.
Yep.
But that came after a doctor suggested an experimental treatment called ketamine infusions. In high doses, they put you in sedation and you're out while they transfuse you for about 4 hours or so. But insurance doesn't cover it. Right to try gives you right to access, but not right to pay.
Of course.
And at the time, it's more money now. This is 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was $5,000 just to trial. And then it was $300 for every additional treatment.
Oh, no problem. GoFundMe would take care of that in a split second.
Well, I'll tell you what. I did a GoFundMe.
Yep.
I asked my parents. I sold my car. I wasn't driving anyway.
Right.
I had a car payment, so I gave my car payment up, and I raised the money and did the trial. It changed my life. It gave me the ability to walk. It gave me the ability to not use the wheelchair. Granted, I can't run a marathon or walk a marathon, but I can go.
You're moving around. You're out of the chair.
Quality of life.
You're out of the chair. You don't have to be bedridden
instead of having to always sit down.
Yep.
I can't. You're 40-something years old. Granted, I'm older now, but you're having to shower sitting down. You're having visiting nurses, visiting aides. I mean, God, I thought my life was ended.
But listen. You know those sit-down showers, though? You know they have those tubs where they're like 3 feet, 4 feet up there? I want one of those.
I would love that.
That would be awesome.
All the time.
If I need to get disabled for that, somebody find the nerve in my spine to do that, please.
No, you're insane. It's not covered. Of course, I'm insane. You can't get that for free. You got to buy that shit. It ain't covered.
Damn it! I'll sell my car.
They will cover a commode for you. You can have a bedside commode, but you can't have hearing aids. I asked a lobbyist once. I was like, "Why are you so dead set against hearing aids?" Well, they're awful expensive, and then people don't use them. I said, well, I can have a bedside commode and still walk to the toilet and take a shit. You're buying those.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
So, back when you had to leave the country to go ahead and get something like this, and you're taking a look at...
No. The experimental treatment is right here.
Okay.
Right here.
So, what did you leave the country for? You left the country for something.
Mental health.
Oh.
Not just mentally health, not just my mental well-being, because I was really in a bad place, and I was but also it got me up and moving. It got me really trying to do things because it wasn't as accessible as I thought it was going to be. Like, I'm used to the U.S. Everything here is handicap accessible. Yeah. Nothing is handicap accessible in the Netherlands. Like, no, everything is really stairs and a lot of walking and riding bicycles and walking everywhere. And, my buddy has a bike, so that was awesome. I got to ride pylon on the back of a bike through the Netherlands. So if you can't get 10, 15,000 steps, you shouldn't be living in the Netherlands. Forget it. Everywhere's walking. No, because there's buses and trains. Like, I actually know how. If you threw me on a plane right now, I could get off in Amsterdam and get right to his front door.
Look at that. Look at you.
I totally know how to do it. But he was a retired Navy nurse and also a breast cancer survivor. It's how we met. He's a male breast cancer survivor. 1 in 100,000 men will get breast cancer.
Wow.
It infuriates us that we don't talk about it enough. Seriously, check your packs. I'm not kidding.
I'm checking my A cups right now.
Men should do breast self exams. Men should absolutely do that.
Now, is it a bad sign that I have 2 innie nipples?
Inverted nipples is a warning.
It is
for some people, but if you're born with it,
and by the way, that wasn't just like a funny question. That's actually serious.
So some people are born with them that way, and that's totally normal. But if they become inverted, that's a time to get it checked by a doctor. Also, if there's any discharge or you notice discoloration, actually squeeze your nipple and make sure nothing comes out.
I'm not breastfeeding. I know that.
No, you don't have milk duds, but you do have breast material.
I used to eat milk duds.
I love milk duds.
Yeah, they're awesome. But no, my breast hit my breast. My wife has inadvertently checked me for breast cancer because she likes to squeeze my nipples when they appear. Apparently, when they're cold.
It's a good thing to do. It really is. Yeah. I mean, most of the men that I know who have been diagnosed, they're diagnosed at stage 3, and surgeries and chemo and radiation. They're not found early because we don't discuss it enough.
Yeah, I hear you. And it's just sad the way the whole system, the health system is too. What the hell is she messaging me for? Hold on. My wife's just messaging. She says, "Stop talking about me and your nipples."
Tell her we were talking about male breast cancer.
Oh yeah. She'll go in here when she comes in.
Totally appreciate that.
She's taking care of the kid right now. Yeah. So basically, back to your story. So basically, you've gone from down here. Went ahead, took a trip to across the country, across the world. Then come back. You have experimental surgery, and voila, you are muffin lady and bread lady.
It's a lot of, and I've done a lot of personal work, and I have a great therapist, and I've learned to live my life differently. I came up in pretty nasty, and definitely didn't have an easy life. I grew up in abuse. I ended up in a marriage of abuse. And with the cancer, I lost my house. I lost my career. I lost everything. I thought, I'm done.
Yeah.
And falling in love with Matt was the first thing that said, maybe there's something to stick around for. I really, truly believed that I would better serve my son if he could have the life insurance policy. I really believed that. And it's not that I don't value my life. It's that there was so much pain. There's only so much you can take. When somebody gets tortured, right? Prison torture, the guy that's torturing you is going to take a piss. He's going to sleep. He's going to eat. When you have pain that never stops, it doesn't stop when you sleep. It doesn't stop ever. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There's a Paralympian named Varut. She was a hardcore runner. She got CRPS and ended up amputating both of her legs to try and get it, because that's what they considered for a while there a cure.
Ow.
If it was limited to one limb, cut the limb off. So she cut both her legs off.
Ow.
But unfortunately, the disease didn't
stop.
No, there's no cure. They don't even know why the hell it happens. The first time it was discovered was in the Civil War.
Yeah.
And since then, there's still, here we are 200 or whatever years later, we have no treatments, we have no cure, and they still can't figure it out. She ended up she reached her boiling point that she couldn't handle. The pain was just too great. When your life ceases to be quality,
you don't want to live it.
Then there's something to be said for dignity in death. She went to Belgium and had assisted suicide.
Which I know, some of those countries actually do that, and I think it's just wrong. But you know what? In the same sense,
I don't.
In the same sense, it's your life. You decide when you want to go, but some people just
what is wrong? But what is it that you're objecting to?
But the thing is, I think people go to that decision too quickly. Like my life sucks. And there's nothing for me to live for, blah, blah, blah.
No, it's
Jenny,
not like that at all.
No, but back up, Jenny. You and I've also been the same way. You have thought about ending it. What happens if you went through with it?
The first time I tried to commit suicide, I was 7.
But
I walked down the middle of the street, and I hoped that a car would hit me.
Wow.
And I did that until I was 13.
But I'm just saying, if you would have done that, now that you look at what you've become now, obviously you would regret it because you've turned out, I mean, yes, you've gone through a
I don't believe in
lump.
regret after death because you're dead. You're dead, you're dead. There's nothing, that's it. You're dead.
Yeah, I agree.
But I can tell you that I have fought tooth and nail to be in this life. Every treatment I've suffered through, I have a port in my chest.
Yeah.
They stick a nice needle in there and they do IVs and they draw blood. I've gone through treatments that were so horrific you could hear screaming because they don't, at the time that doctor didn't believe in doing much of anything.
Sedation or anything.
So you had to suffer through it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've put my body through tremendous amounts of pain and trials and tests and medications that if it ever got to that point again, I would want dignity.
But the point for that topic is assisted suicide and how I'm against it. It's like, what if, you're looking to end it all? You mean to tell me you feel no value for your life? There's nothing else you want to try to do. You just want to give it up?
Oh my God, no. I value life immensely. I want to live and be 116 years old. But if my quality of life becomes laying in a bed while somebody rolls me around to change my diaper, they put a feeding tube in my belly I worked in medicine for 20 years. I've seen what not letting somebody die with dignity looks like. I've been at the bedside and held somebody while they cried for the pain to just stop. Why do we insist on torturing somebody? Because we think there's some invisible man in the sky waiting for you? No. Get every ounce of this life that you can.
Yep.
I want every ounce of happy, quality life. I found new ways to make quality life. And the more reasons I do that, the more I want to live even longer.
Yep.
But I do believe that if I get to a point where I'm trapped in a wretched body that gives me nothing but horrible sores, I can't even eat my own food or speak my own words. I want dignity, to die with dignity, not to die a wretched, contracted human being eating food through a tube in my gut.
But you were also told that you'd be bedridden and bound to a wheelchair, and that's where it's like, we're done. And there you go. Now where you're at. But if you would have gone ahead and said, I don't want this quality of life, I'm done, I give up.
The reason I'm still here, I guess the biggest reason is the treatment. If I hadn't found a way to access that treatment, I don't know that I would have made it all that much longer. Matt has had to watch me. For a while there, I would writhe around in the bed. They would give me Dilaudid, and I would be writhing around in the bed for hours and hours and hours and horrible contractions, not being able to breathe. My heart rate, 180, they almost stopped it.
Jeez.
They literally came in with everything to stop my heart because it was deadly how bad it was going. I would end up in the hospital every month. I would end up in the hospital for a week at a time. It wasn't like you went to the ER and went home, or you kept overnight. I would be in there for a week before I would get to come home.
Wow.
I fought hard. I fought very hard to stay alive.
And now you're glad you did.
I am. But I will tell you that without a shadow of doubt in my mind, that should the diseases that I have ever take hold to a point where I can no longer have a quality life, it is my choice to choose when that moment is, to die with dignity and not be forced to suffer a torturous existence until my heart finally gives out or I throw a blood clot. Forcing somebody to live that kind of a life, I think, is inhumane.
Yeah.
We treat prisoners better.
But I'm just thinking it's like, I don't know. I have mixed emotions on that. I see your point of view in regards to quality of life and everything like that. But I just feel bad. It's like, well, you're giving up, we're just going to kill you.
It's not giving up, and it's not you're killing me. I am choosing to leave the world at my appointed moment, when I have chosen to leave. Due to something that's incurable. I'm not saying this is something that's for anybody to go, I don't like it anymore. We're talking about a very small select group.
Patriots lost. I'm ending it. Forget it.
No, it sucks. But it's a small group of people who have these diseases that are beyond anything medicine can do to make it better.
Right.
And they can't even keep you in a state of being able to be involved in your own life.
Yeah. I hear you. It's just
there's a lot of great ways to live.
It just seems inhumane to do so, and I guess that's what I'm looking.
And for me, it seems inhumane to not.
Yeah,
because torture is torture. I can tell you that when I was a healthcare provider, I was against it. I was right where you were.
Right.
And my fear was people like talking family members into it or something. But I hate to say it, but it's the truth. When it was me, that's when I changed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
When it was me in the position of going, oh my God, like when you're in that kind of pain and it won't go away when you sleep, they knock your ass out and you're still writhing. Oh man, I can't, all the time, 24/7, you don't get a break.
I wonder if that would be covered by insurance. Do you imagine if the U.S. went ahead and took care of that, and it's like, okay, we'll go ahead and do assisted suicides, but it's going to cost you X amount of dollars. Like, who's going to pay that? Who's going to pay? I'm going to be dead. Bye. So who's going to pay that? Do I have to pay up front? Can I make installments?
I don't know I know that it depends on where you are. Some places have facilities. Other places you're allowed to have the combination of drugs and you self-administer. In all situations, nobody pushes the button for you, per se. It's self-done. Even in other countries, it's self-done.
They set you up, they put you to the machine, and then you press the button and it's over.
One of the ones that I watched, it was a syringe, and they pushed the syringe into their own IV. Their choice.
Wow. It's just scary. It's like, you go ahead and you're looking at this IV, and it's like, it's like
right
you're looking at,
I can't do this.
It's like you're looking at a gun, and it's like, all right, you do it.
It's not a gun, though. It's a peaceful, respectful,
way to go.
Dignified passing.
Yeah.
The worst death I ever witnessed was somebody dying from liver failure.
But you know something? I go back to a comment you made. It's like you thought you'd be best service your son by getting life insurance.
Yeah.
But if you take your own life, I don't think they would honor it, would they?
Correct.
So there you go. You wouldn't be.
You can refuse care.
Yeah.
In this country, the way to do it is you refuse care. So you will suffer, but eventually you refuse care long enough.
But the life insurance won't cash out, though, because you refuse.
Yes, it will. That's not suicide. That's choice.
I thought you
have the choice to accept or not accept treatment as long as you are in sound mind. If I show up at your door with the ambulance and you're clutching your chest and it's obvious you're having a big fat fucking heart attack.
Right.
And you're having a heart attack. I need to take you to the hospital. No, I don't want to go to the hospital. If I leave you here, you're going to die. I don't care. I don't want to go to the hospital. I have no choice but to leave. If I take you, that's kidnapping.
Oh, damn.
And I'll lose my license.
So
I can only take you if you are not able to make a decision for yourself.
All these hospital shows, ER, New Amsterdam, I've been seeing these people do stuff against the patient's will. Damn, they should have massive lawsuits.
In many of those situations, a lot of the shit you see on TV is bullshit.
Well, I
love it when you see... Stand back! Flatline. Stand back! You don't fucking shock flatline.
Oh, really?
It doesn't happen. No.
I didn't know that.
Shocking the heart is to shock it back into getting it into a normal rhythm. The heart is in a deadly rhythm. That's when you shock them. If it's a flatline, all you can do is
CPR.
Chest compressions, give drugs, and Hail Mary.
Yeah, I've had my heart shocked because I had AFib, and they shocked it back into sinus twice.
Oof, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was actually sedated. I was actually sedated for that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Sylvia says hi. It's a slow day today. Not a lot of people coming on, but Sylvia says hi. Karen, who is out sick today, commenting, and that's why I have a DNR. It's a choice not to be brought back.
Correct.
Oh, man, Karen,
I
you
am
need
not
to tell me.
a DNR yet. I've decided to go all out right now. I'm not ready for the DNR.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Shock me, baby. Shock me.
I was about to sign one right before I started the experimental treatment. I was going to sign a DNR.
Wow. Oh, you didn't know what was going to happen. It was experimental.
I didn't want Matt to watch me wither away into nothingness. Like, that's not... I had my own thoughts in my head as to what I was thinking was best for other people around me, rather than actually talking or listening to them.
Yeah. Well, there's been a portion of my marriage where I say, you know what, you're just probably best without me. I'm just going to go.
And the realistic truth is life would be horrific. Where's that other person to bounce an idea off of, or to have a hand on, or to call at 2:00 in the whatever?
Why do you think I needed a co-host for the show? Because I would have gone into obscurity.
Stop it.
Sylvia
there
says,
was a couple of things you brought up earlier.
1 hour Taekwondo, Sylvia said. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, I'll go ahead. I was in karate for a few years. What? All right, you were saying there was a couple of things I had brought up. Go ahead.
No, I meant I thought you meant stories from earlier.
Oh, yeah. We still have those going on. I mean, I can't believe we actually spent 45 minutes talking about life or death. But your story is a nice one. It's a really inspiring one. So it is. Come on now.
Well, that's why I write about it in The Mighty, is to share it in the sense that there were people that shared stuff with me that gave me hope for different things.
Yeah.
So. There's a responsibility that I feel in a sense, because I want to pay that forward. If other people hadn't talked to me, I would have probably ended up in a nursing home.
And that would be less quality of life right there. That would probably just make those thoughts just multiply.
Oh, yeah. I'd probably go back to trying to walk in front of cars.
Walk in front of cars. I'd chase the car. I chase it down. See, the thing is,
I have poetry from my youth that are really dark.
I'm probably going to go and get flagged for this. But what I would do is, like, in a highway, it's like, okay, I see an 18-wheeler coming. It's almost there. Run for it. They can't stop.
You know how horrible? Yeah, but you know how horrible that would be to do to that poor driver?
Yeah, I know,
They'd
right?
be traumatized for life. You could cost them their career.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to be thinking about that after I'm dead.
Yeah, no, don't be selfish and take anybody out with you, man. Got your own shit.
But I can't go. I can't go ahead. I can't go ahead and pull a trigger on my own self. I can't do that. And overdosing on drugs. You imagine if you don't do the right. It's like you just want to suffer more.
That was the liver failure I watched with somebody that tried to do that and didn't do it correctly, but did it well enough that they suffered for weeks and slowly died of liver failure. Right. It was horrible.
Bad.
Horrible.
You got to think about it first before you actually do it. But you know what? Here's the safe bet. Don't do it. Just don't.
Most of the time it's bullshit. It's all bullshit I was selling myself.
Yeah.
In some respects. I mean, and honestly, when you look at it, in some of the things that I went through had everything to do with where my negative head was at.
Yeah.
I lived in my past instead of working forward or even trying to do things. Painting was a big one for me. Just trying to paint. I literally didn't think I could do anything more than stick figures. I shit you not.
Finger paint.
I just started crying.
I'd high five the board.
Finger paint is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. I put gloves on because I put gloves on.
Oh, see, that's not fun anymore.
With the paint.
That's like
get a hairdryer.
That's like going ahead and playing with Play-Doh with knives and forks. That's not fun. Come on now. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. It's halfway through, and we're going to come through. Black Huron and Freakstar. We got songs from them. We got a couple of things coming up. We got KFC launching their Beyond Fried Chicken. We got we got murders. Actually, that surge are actually going down. Something that Heather posted in regards to drilling in the Big Cypress over here down here in Florida. And the Olympics are starting, but China's taken some big efforts to go ahead and restrict everything, excluding locking down an office building where work is still inside. We'll talk about that.
Oh, Jesus.
I know they just don't give a shit, do they?
I guess not.
I really think we should just freaking boycott the whole thing. Honestly, we should just boycott the whole thing.
Fuck you!
Seriously.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
All right, we're going to take this break. Stay tuned. We'll come right back right after this here on the show.
Off to grab a beer. We'll be right back after this.
Yeah, I'm over here at Burger King right here in San Clemente. Mm-hmm. No, not San Clemente. I'm sorry. I live in San Clemente. I'm in Laguna Niguel, I think. That's where I'm at. I'm at a drive-thru right now. I ordered my food 3 times. They're mopping the floor inside, and I understand they're busy. They're not even busy. Okay, I've been the only car here. I asked them 4 different times to make me a Western barbecue burger. Okay, they keep giving me a hamburger with lettuce, tomato, and cheese, onions. And I said, I'm not leaving. I want a Western burger because I just got my kids from Taekwondo. They're hungry. I'm on my way home, and I live in San Clemente. Okay, she said she gave me another hamburger. It's wrong. I said 4 times. I said, I want it. She goes, can you go out and park in front? I said, no. I want my hamburger right. So then the lady came to the manager, whoever she is, she came up and she said, do you want your money back? And I said, no, I want my hamburger. My kids are hungry, and I have to jump on the toll freeway. I said, I am not leaving this spot, and I said, I will call the police because I want my Western burger done right. Now, is that so hard?
Okay, what exactly is it you want us to do for you?
I send the officers down here. I want them to make me right.
Ma'am, we're not going to go down there and enforce your Western bacon cheeseburger.
What am I supposed to do?
This is between you and the manager. We're not going to go enforce how to make a hamburger. That's not a criminal issue. There's nothing criminal.
So I just stand here. So I just sit here and
you need to calmly and rationally speak to the manager and figure out what to do between you.
She did come up, and I said, can I please have my Western burger? She said, I'm not dealing with it. She walked away. Because they're mopping the floor, and it's all full of suds, and they don't want to run. They don't want to go through there. And
ma'am, then I suggest you get your money back and go somewhere else. This is not a criminal issue. We can't go out there and make them make you a cheeseburger the way you want it.
Well, that you're supposed to be here to protect me.
Well, what are we protecting you from? A wrong cheeseburger?
No.
Is this a harmful cheeseburger or something? I don't understand what you want us to do.
Well, just come down here. I'm not leaving.
No, ma'am, I'm not sending the deputies down there over a cheeseburger. You need to go in there and act like an adult and either get your money back and go home.
She's not acting like an adult herself. I'm sitting here in my car. I just want them to make my kid a Western burger.
Now, this is what I suggest. I suggest you get your money back from the manager and you go on your way home.
Okay.
Okay? Bye-bye.
Don't be a pussy. Call Charles now. 813-699-5353.
Yeah, that's the way you get a Western burger at BK. Have it your way. I'm out to the show. 813.
That abuse 911 so bad.
Oh, in worst cases than that one, I actually have a kid calling to do a math problem, but that was cute.
That I could forgive. But a grown-ass adult doing this, I think the cop should have gone down there and gave her a fucking ticket.
Yeah.
For wasting their time.
Yeah, ma'am, excuse me. You want to go ahead and put that $3.95 to good use, and it'll go towards this $100 ticket. Bitch. Yeah.
Fuck you!
All right, 813-699-5353. Want to go ahead and say hey to the people out there at Hulk Holding and Contracting, our good friend Karen, co-host, and who's actually out sick today. Make sure you go ahead and give them a call. Yeah, she'll be fine. Hulk Holding and Contracting, they're the ones they handle all your home improvements, lawn maintenance, car maintenance, and much, much more. They do everything. Give them a call at 941-204-1264 if you live in the Southwest Florida area. They do everything. Hard work, fair prices. Hulk Holding and Contracting, 941-204-1264. Booyah, that's how you do an ad. Yeah.
Are we not on Facebook anymore?
We better be.
I believe we have lost our feed.
Fuck themselves if they did. Hold on. I'm going to find out right now. No, we're on. I don't know if I don't think we're not getting our viewership like we did, though. It's really weak.
No, seriously, I'm looking at my screen and it says this content is unavailable right now.
Really?
Yeah. And if I try, I'm going to go to the show page directly.
Now, that just blew my whole introduction on the
And
Olympics.
it says going live. No, that's...
Sylvia says she is there. Karen says she's listening on Facebook.
Oh, they're there?
Yeah. They're there. I've got... see, I don't have a lot of viewers tonight, but, Just for Fun Radio. This is one of the stations I carry. My show
Facebook
page.
is getting wonky.
Facebook's always been wonky. But don't say that out loud.
Extra wonky.
Oh.
Yeah, it is, because I can't see it. That's okay. I can see your precious faces, and I can see the side stream. So
that doesn't mean anything, though. We need stats.
We want to go back to MySpace.
Yes. We want MySpace. We want MySpace.
No. God, no. Next thing you're going to want to go back to Yahoo chat groups.
Hey.
Oh, those are fun. Don't come on now. Those are fun.
We're in a national organization on those
AOL
things.
Instant Messenger.
That's right. AOL Instant Messenger. That was the other evil.
Yeah.
Getting rid of all those chat rooms. All right, I'm trying this again.
Subthreads.
All right. So everybody knows the Olympics is being held in Beijing, China, which is, of course, a great country, right? Well, apparently there was a case of Omicron, and they locked down the whole goddamn country. All inbound travelers are required to take a COVID test within 72 hours of arrival to the city. The city has sealed off the area of the infected person who visited and locked down an office building. China is 2 weeks away from hosting the 2022 Winter Olympic Games opening on February 3rd. But Beijing is tightening their COVID restrictions after coronavirus infection caused the Omicron variant was detected. The Chinese capital is locking down areas visited by the person who tested positive. CNN reported that people were seen moving bedding and pillows into an office building when the infected person's colleagues had been locked down. According to the report from the local state-linked media outlet Beijing Daily, which, that's not controlled by anybody. Dozens of staff members inside the Beijing office building have been locked down since 10 p.m. local time on Saturday. The Daily published that WeChat messages sent from the people inside the building begging for beds to be left outside the building for the stranded workers. While the Chinese capital has not gone into full lockdown, all inbound travelers are required to get a test within 72 hours after arriving in the city. And travelers to the city have already been required to test negative for COVID-19 within 48 hours before leaving the city. Beijing reported that its Omicron case, not cases, the infected person's residential compound and workspace are under lockdown as well. This is all one person, by the way.
Wow.
Beijing detected the Omicron infection less than a week after the Tianjin. What the hell is that? Tianjin, a neighborhood northern city, detected 97 COVID-19 cases in the city. Can you imagine what that city's going through? They're locking down everybody. You cannot wear a pair of shoes unless you test negative. China's COVID-0 pandemic responses involve swift lockdowns after COVID-19 infections are detected. As of January 11th, about 20 million people across China were under COVID-19 lockdown protocols. 13 million live in a city called Xi'an. Were put under lockdown on December 23rd after about 1,000 COVID cases between the 9th and 23rd. But you imagine this country ruled by an iron fist. You get tested positive for COVID, you might as well just end your life. I mean, it's just crazy what they're doing over there. They're scheduled to go ahead. The Beijing Olympics, they're scheduled to begin February 4th. The country plans to implement a closed-loop bubble, which athletes, officials, broadcasters, and journalists may move only within designated locales. The AP reported that athletes would be required to take daily COVID tests, and spectators wouldn't be allowed to chant when cheering on the athletes and would be restricted to clapping. Hooray, beer. I mean, just why bother having fans there anyway?
Yeah.
You know,
at that point,
why even bother? Hi, Jenny. Welcome back.
Sorry about that. We'll be right back, okay?
All right. So, like, why even bother holding the Olympics anymore? I mean, Japan did that whole delay thing, and they just held everything without an audience. Why just not do it this way again? Apparently, one case is death. Why don't they just execute him or her?
Because that's not going to do anything to keep the other people that they exposed.
Kill them all, then. I mean, come on. I'm over here thinking China's going to be able to do something like that.
You know what? No.
They're a bastard country anyway.
It's not even... It's not that much different than what they did when they locked down the United States.
We didn't lock down the United States. We're not going ahead and lock down buildings. Yeah, we're not locking people in buildings.
But what I'm saying is you had to, in some areas, you had to have a piece of paper that said you were allowed to be out of your house.
There was?
Yes.
Damn it. DeSantis really did us a solid, didn't he? Just go ahead and just roam all over you want. It doesn't matter.
No, but like when they first locked down, when they shut down schools, when a lot of people's jobs were shut down and everything.
Right.
You had to have a piece of paper with you that said that you were able to leave your house for work.
Interesting. See, I thought it was just if you worked in that particular field. Yeah, I see. I thought if you just worked in that particular field, that you could go ahead and do whatever. But it's like shutting down a building. Let's go ahead. Yeah, shutting down a building. Yeah, let's just go ahead. We're going to leave mattresses out there, pillowcases. We're just going to do that. I mean, China is just like, it's basically no different than North Korea, honestly. It's a totalism state run by a ruler. And if you're going to go ahead and get tested positive for COVID-19, you might as well die. You might as well just cease to exist because, honestly, why not? Like, China hasn't killed anybody for less, right? Come on. So, yeah. How is he now? It's crazy. Anyway, 813-699-5353. John says, the hammer and the sickle. What the hell does that mean? The hammer and psych? Whatever the hell that is. I don't know what you mean, John. Give us a call. Call us in. Updated CDC guidance now recommends people to wear N95 and KN95 masks.
Oh, they're back to that again?
Yeah. They explained that cloth masks do not cut it anymore. So the Centers for Disease Control updated their statement there. Actually, let's take this call. 219 area code. Hello.
Hey, it's Isaiah.
Hey, Isaiah. What's going on, man?
I've got 2 jokes for you.
Oh, yes. We need something funny. Go ahead.
So, Harry Potter walks into a bar. What's the first spell he casts?
Something to do with getting more beer.
Yeah. Expectus Patronus.
All right. What's the second one?
All right. How many birds does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I really hope none.
2 can.
2. All right. I get that one. That was pretty good. I'll give you applause on that one. Good job, my friend.
You.
Good job.
Good talking to you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling in.
No problem. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, it's okay. I know you wanted to dodge the subject. It's okay. 813-699-5353. Yeah, we know. You were too busy moving around.
He caught me being OCD earlier.
Yeah.
I have to move things a lot. Like if it's there, but it doesn't quite centered, I need to move it again.
Yeah, just like your camera. It's not centered.
That I did on purpose.
Fair enough. So anyway, updated CDC guidelines now recommend N95 and KN95 masks. Don't wear the cloth. It's not CDC recommended. The statement from CDC says, as we're entering year 3 of the pandemic, we're getting more and more data to suggest that surgical medical grade mask or an N95 mask does a better job at doing these preventions of respiratory droplets going into people more than you can say a simple cloth mask. This is from Dr. Adi Shah, the consultant at the Mayo Clinic Division of Infectious Diseases.
That means work's probably going to make me start wearing N95s now.
That is correct. And you know what that means?
They are a lot safer.
Yep.
I make all my masks, so...
Damn it. No more making masks.
You can use them over them. You can put them over it.
Then it's even harder to breathe.
Yeah. It's already bad enough.
But that's the point. That's how you don't get COVID-19. You die from suffocation. You don't get COVID-19 if you can't breathe.
You
don't suffocate. Come on now.
The virus.
No, I've gotten used to wearing the cloth ones, and I'm okay with those. But I've never actually worn an N95. So
you know what? We need to go ahead and look up Pinterest.
The KN95s are a lot more comfortable to wear, and they do a good job. The point is to have a good seal. If you can feel all kinds of air escaping, then it's not really protecting you or others. Remember, in the beginning when we were doing cloth masks, it's because they thought it was the droplets that were spreading it by getting it on surfaces. Remember, in the beginning, we were wiping everything down.
Wasn't it? Or is that they've changed now?
Absolutely has changed. It's not surface transmission. It's airborne. And by blocking those droplets, if you wear a mask and I wear a mask, we're protecting each other.
Right.
And the people around us.
So
Plus,
So if I wear a cloth mask and I cough, I'm still spreading it.
It's wet. And it's not tight, it's not going to stop air. So those air particles are going to get around. Air molecules are very small. Water molecules are heavier.
Right.
We thought we were dealing with physical spit, sputum, that kind of stuff, and that's not where it is. Like hepatitis B is transmitted on the hands, for example, most of the time.
Right. Anyway, so Dr. Adesanya says the virus particles are carried on droplets that are made from our mouth and nose. When you have a high community transmission coupled with a highly efficient variant for transmission, of course, your layer of protection that you may need could be higher. I think they're pulling the trigger on this because of the Omicron, how easily transmissible it is. Mm-hmm. Previously, the public was told to avoid N95 masks because there was a shortage and they were needed in medical facilities, which is true.
Mm-hmm. That was very true.
Yep. While the highly effective masks are still in high demand, there are more available. Now, for N95 masks, are they reusable or is it just one-time deal?
It used to be reusable, it used to be a one-time deal, but now they're reusable. And realistically, it works because you can use it, but if it gets visibly stained or you can feel air looking around, you should get rid of it. Like, don't use them until they're nasty, falling apart.
Yeah.
See,
good.
At work, our policy is we're supposed to change masks between every client. We see up to 3 clients a day.
Right. When I worked in healthcare, we wore masks. We changed our precautionary gowns in between patients, of course. But quite frankly, when we were dealing with large amounts of airborne like that, we were all walking around in our N95s. Back when swine flu happened, we had a ER unit where we were taking all the patients that were suspected of having swine flu. We were walking around with masks on and seeing those patients in a specific area. So it depends on the situation that you're in. But in medicine, the rules have changed. But just like anything else in medicine, it changes. We learn more. We do more science. We understand things more. It changes.
Yeah.
Chastity making a comment there. I question your sanity, Chastity. OMG, I thought you were all saying that you don't use dildos until they're nasty. Remind me never just to drop in on the show in the middle again. No problem. Don't drop in the middle. Karen was just saying the ones Alyssa makes are easier to breathe, but I've had 2 doctors have me remove my mask because the O2 was low. I do wear them where I am required, but only required. And John,
in rare instances, there are people that do have issues. It's not like nothing's 100% in medicine.
No.
People seem to think that like they expect everything to be a certain way, and then when the rules change, they don't get it. Mm-hmm. But when you first learned, if you've learned CPR, when you were first taught it, if you're around my age, you were told to give 2 chest compressions, check for a pulse, check for breathing, then go on the chest for 30 minutes. That's not what we teach anymore.
Right.
We've learned that absolutely we were losing lives that way, and we could save more. Now when they teach you, if you're a lay person, they teach you to get on the chest, stay on the chest, and do nothing else.
They also said here, before people go out and buy a box of N95 masks, they should make sure that they are made properly. The doctor went on and continued. Thus, there is harder shell type style, which we use in the hospital, and then there's a softer shell that we also use in the hospital. So hard shell, soft shell, sounds like a boiled egg to me.
I was thinking a turtle. But...
Turtle. Gonna wear a
they
turtle?
They used to call them a duckbill.
Because they do look like a duckbill. Yeah, the shape of it.
Those are the fun ones to draw on.
Dr. Caron, worked at the World Health Organization's independent panel. He says N95 masks are the best option. Said they filter out 95% of the particles in the air, but that leaves 5% of the particles. So I don't think anything, like you mentioned, nothing's 100%.
Nothing's 100%. For every medication you take, there's somebody that was given that medication that probably died.
Probably.
Somebody else had some kind of weird organ thing go on. Nothing's foolproof in medicine, and we learn more as we go. I'm sure that there's stuff that we think is totally great right now. Like when my son was born, I remember the first time he got sick, my grandmother lost her mind because I was breastfeeding him and not giving him formula, and I wouldn't give him an alcohol bath because that was the cure for fever in her day. In my day, it was a tempered bath.
Right.
In her day, you laid the baby down on their belly.
What the
In my day, it was only on the side. And now they teach you only on the back. So medicine changes.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be that way.
Chastity, what the hell are you talking about my title? What the hell did I make that title?
It says something about dildos on the title of the show.
You did.
Today.
Did I really?
Yes.
You really did put dildos in there.
Oh, yeah, I did. I was making a fucking joke. Oh, my God. You really took that
Maybe
seriously?
That's why can't I find the stream? It's so weird.
I don't know. It's not on my page or anything? Yeah,
Nothing.
okay. All right. So, come on now. Charles and the gang go over hard-hitting dildos and ram them in the holes of the world, all without lube. Come on now.
That's a bit.
Dude, you can't take that.
You know.
You can't take that as a freaking joke.
That's a bit. Well, you know, you do have 2 lovely ladies sitting on the screen with you, so.
Well, and you guys don't have the parts that we have, so you have to use dildos. All right, never mind.
You say.
Yeah, never mind. Whatever.
Do you take him everywhere, or are there some places you just don't go there? I know what I'm sending you for Christmas, a bottle of wine.
No wine. We don't need that. Yeah. And then Chastity says, then I came in and it says something about using it until it's gross. So I was like,
I can understand.
Wow, okay.
Mistake.
That is like just bad timing on every way, shape, or form. That is just bad timing. But then again, maybe I should use it more like that. Yes, mask, not dildos. They use the mask until they're gross, not dildos.
No, at work, the employees are required to wear a mask, but we work with mostly autistic children, and most of them will not wear a mask, will not tolerate wearing a mask.
Right.
So they do not. Some of them do, but
you can't force it. What are you
don't.
going to do? Tape it to their head?
Yeah.
It's not okay. Some kids can't have it, and people need to be understanding about that. I'm right with you on that, because I do get bothered when I see people targeting the little ones.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
Well, now it's like, all this, the vaccines are now like for 5 to 11 or 5 and up or 6 and up or something like that. So it's now like, now we're doing a sale job for kids, for preteens.
Well,
get the vaccine. Hurry up.
Take a look at Boston Children's Hospital right now. It'll change your opinion.
What's going on there?
A lot of kiddos that are fighting for their lives.
Really?
We've got one that was shipped down there from New Hampshire recently, and he has that miscellaneous C, which is massive inflammation of all their organs.
Ouch.
So the heart, lungs, worst case, they go into organ failure and they die. So yeah, it does. It's like here's a good one for you. When my kid was young and it was time for chickenpox vaccine, I was leery of it. And I talked to the doctor, and I'm like, isn't it better if he just gets chickenpox? And he about lost all the color in his face, and he's like, I've had to take care of children and send them to Boston. People don't realize the chickenpox can go internal.
Really?
And I never stopped to think about that either. But yeah, it can, in the mouth, in the throat, down into the body. You're thinking children die from it.
Yeah, you're thinking chickenpox is like something.
So I gave my kid the vaccine. I mean, he convinced me.
You're thinking chickenpox is just, every kid gets it. Just have to go ahead.
People used to do chickenpox parties and get their kids to intentionally get it.
They do the parties. I like the parties.
People have done COVID parties because they're morons.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think any freaking thing that's going on out there has been a party. I mean, we do hurricane parties down here, but it's not deadly.
Hurricane parties?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. We get a hurricane down here. It's heading up our alley. Party time. It's time to go out and buy the beer. They don't run out of water down here. They run out of alcohol.
Well, no, they do run out of water, too.
I think the alcohol goes first, though.
You're hard-pressed to find a beer or a water in the state of Florida if there's a hurricane coming.
Remember a hurricane at my when growing up, and Dad would be putting the tape on the windows, and Grandma had them freaking hurricane lamps with the oil. I was always afraid they were going to blow up.
Yep.
Like, she watching it with this thing, and she's messy as shit because she was Grandma, and that's just Grandma. Grandma cooking, and you can see it everywhere. Her with the lamps. I'm like, we're all going to blow up, man. Storm's not going to take us out. Grab her, that fucking cigarette.
Chris still making a comment on the chickenpox. That would suck to have an internal chickenpox. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
You know what else?
You don't think about that. I didn't think about it until the doctor said it to me, and I was like, oh. And that was long before I was ever in healthcare.
Yeah. I think that's what KFC's doing right now. They're doing chicken pox. This Beyond Fried Chicken. That's what it is. It's internal chicken pox.
And why does the one picture I saw look green?
Because it is.
It's really green?
No, not the chicken. The bucket is.
Oh.
I thought you were
better not be green chicken. KFC has kicked off the new year across the U.S. This week by rolling out its plant-based chicken that's still finger-licking good.
No, just no, okay? It's like cauliflower mashed potatoes. They're still fucking cauliflower, and they don't taste like mashed potatoes. No, if I want chicken, I want a real chicken.
It's called Beyond Fried Chicken. It's the bucket of nuggets, contains non-meat chicken that was developed by the Beyond Meat Company, created exclusively at KFC. The company says it is, quote, packed with delicious flavor and the juicy satisfaction you get from KFC. Number one.
Are you gonna try it?
I think I am. I'm going to give it a shot. I had the Impossible Whopper when it came out.
You did?
I should try. Yeah, it was horrible, by the way. And I might as well try the KFC Impossible Nuggets. We still have yet to try.
Look, it's like bleeding meat. It's not.
I've still yet to do the Taco Bell wings.
Is it supposed to be like beet juice or something like that?
I have no idea. I think the more I read about it, the more I don't want to do it, to be honest with you. Maybe I should just leave it as is and just imagine what's in it.
But here's the thing. If you're trying to be like eating healthy and not eating meat, then you're not going to go to KFC.
I think that's what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to say, listen.
That's the last place you're going to go to for health food.
Yeah.
Fried chicken. So wait, is it a fried vegetable thing? Do they fry it?
They fry it. It's still fried. They still deep fry. So maybe that's why they're getting that juicy deliciousness.
If it's not in if it's not in a different oil, you done defeated the whole purpose.
Yeah, right. The move follows a test run 2 years ago in Atlanta that was an overwhelming success because what the fuck do people in Atlanta know? And sneak peeks in Nashville, Charlotte, and Southern California in 2020 that sold out in days. So people are actually pushing this thing.
Do you want to say hi?
Beyond Fried Chicken is served with a choice of your favorite KFC dipping sauce. At least they're keeping that real. Honey barbecue ranch, honey mustard, and KFC sauce.
Well, you need
Charles,
something.
I have an annoyance in my screen.
Oh, who's that,
Do
Matt?
it again. He didn't even see you. No.
Sup, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Oh, that is really annoying. Yes, I can see. I can see Four Eyes there. It was like a reflection of hell.
Hey, don't say that. That's my kid.
kidding, of
Keep
course.
talking trash. I'll come over to Florida.
Well, let's go, big boy. Been
Maybe
waiting
if
for you.
earn it, you're right. He would let you come down.
Let's get over here. Let's go. Move it.
What am I hurting?
Miami, Ybor, what the hell? We're not good enough for you?
Florida.
We're not
I
good
used
enough
to
for
be
you?
in
Is that
Fort
it?
Lauderdale.
Huh?
I was in Fort Lauderdale growing up.
Yeah.
In Tallahassee.
No, it's changed a whole lot since then.
Tallahassee.
I'm still trying to find out the ingredients, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to find it.
Is it a secret? like the breading sauce? Wasn't that a secret?
I don't know. No. That was a secret for McDonald's. Is the meat? Not the meat. Yeah, well, the meat's still a mystery at McDonald's.
Has a secret to their crusty stuff.
Yeah, they do. They have a secret blend of spices
And herbs and cauliflower and beets. I don't know what the hell it is. One of the reasons why the product is sold out, the good reviews. It's crunchy. Does not lack for seasoning. However, the KFC points out this with an asterisk. It is fried with the same oil as real chicken, so hardcore vegetarians may not be willing to try it. Beyond Fried Chicken is served with delicious stuff, blah, blah, blah. It can be a la carte, 6 or 12 pieces. Prices start at $6.99, and the availability may vary by location. With non-meat chicken now available, KFC is calling it Kentucky Fried Miracle. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Gross.
Kentucky Fried.
Bullshit.
First off, no. Well, you see, it has to be KFC. So Kentucky Fried Cock or Kentucky Fried Choke.
They're probably doing it in the same oil because they're trying to absorb some of that chicken flavor.
Thank you. Right there. No, Alyssa just said it. Kentucky Fried Cauliflower. That's KFC right there. There you go. That's great.
I actually have had cauliflower pizza I like. But
you have?
Yes. I have actually had cauliflower pizza that was good.
Somebody that's on my page, I think it's Karen, because she said that we also tried the meatless meatballs, which wasn't bad, actually. There's Karen now.
Do they actually taste like meat?
The meatless meatballs were better. They weren't the greatest, though, but they were all right. Crystal says KFC has the best coleslaw. Yes. Chicken says, she said the chicken has gone downhill. Used to be her favorite. I love their mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, yes. Rocky says,
that used to be my thing, too.
I used to live in Chiefland, Florida, in Levy County for a year, says Rocky. Sylvia says oil, copycat recipe.
Oh, hey, Rocky.
Yep, Rocky Huber in the house. Isaac says, oh, Lord, no, I heard that. Karen says the chems in these meatless meats has been proven to be more toxic than the original. I wouldn't doubt that.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Crystal says country fried collards, like collard greens.
Anything that's getting mass-produced, not so good.
Yeah. Isaac says KFC. I love the chicken littles. My Alyssa does too.
Yeah,
she loves those chicken littles sandwiches. It's like Crystal burgers except it's chicken.
I'm not a fan of eating chicken off the bone. It's too much work.
Matt's the same way.
Oh, really? Oh, my God.
Yes.
How do you eat a chicken wing? You don't. You eat a chicken nugget.
I make them chicken breast.
I eat boneless wings.
Boneless wings or nuggets? I'm sorry.
I don't care. I'll eat my nuggets with wing sauce
there you
all
go.
the time.
You go right ahead. Go right. Listen, I will eat the boneless chicken only from Mugs and Jugs because they're awesome.
Like, I don't have a problem eating, like, ribs or something like that off a bone. But chicken, man, there's too many little tiny bones, and you got to get all around them, and then there's gristle
Not
and
in a chicken breast.
Not chicken breast.
Well,
no, we're talking.
That's why I eat chicken breast.
Yeah, chicken breast. Yes, we're talking about leg quarters or chicken legs.
I always leave too much on it because it's always get too much gristly fat on it. So I just won't eat it.
It's just too much.
That's why even at Thanksgiving I get a turkey breast and I make a turkey breast. Why make a whole turkey when we don't like the dark meat?
I carve the damn thing. I carve it so good you don't even want. You wouldn't even know.
I get a nice turkey breast, comes out great. It all gets eaten. It's all white meat.
Rocky is bashing KFC. Says Church's chicken is better. I agree. I like Church's, but I like Popeyes better. Popeyes is awesome. Isaac says, I love the popcorn chicken at KFC, and Karen, under my name, David won't eat chicken with a bone. Well, because, he's afraid that it's going to, overpower him. He's going to look at the bone and be jealous. So. 813-699-5353. So, yeah, you know what? We haven't tried the Taco Bell wings, which that should be next, to be honest with you. We should do that on the Friday show.
I want wings from Taco Bell. I want a taco from Taco Bell.
I know, right? But anyway, but they're doing the wings, so it's like, we got to do a taste test, and we got to find out what the fuck's going on. KFC.
What's that one restaurant that specializes in wings and sports and stuff? Oh, shoot.
Well, Hooters.
No, not that one.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one.
I know that's nationwide.
That is a wing I love.
Yeah, I know that's nationwide, but they got like local chains down here, like Wings and Rings and Beef O'Brady's, and they have another.
I like Wings and Rings.
Wings and Rings you like because they have the boneless.
They have really good boneless wings there.
You mean they have really good nuggets with wing sauce?
I like the boneless wings, and I'll get like the Parmesan garlic. And
see, I like the spicy.
You like the spicy. You like the
one.
You like the teriyaki spicy, and
I like the teriyaki one.
Yeah, they're good.
That one's really good.
But yeah, we got a few down here that's obviously probably not up there in New Hampshire, but we got a few down here that's good. Sylvia says I like turkey. Ate it at Christmas, Thanksgiving. It's my nav, whatever that is. But Sylvia likes turkey. Isaac says, I've been to Hooters, love the Hooter girls. I'll bet you do, Isaac. Oh, Sylvia says she doesn't like turkey.
Oh.
Don't like turkey. All right. Little confused by the two messages there. I mean, take a look. She must have misspelled it. I mistyped. Because it says, I like turkey. Ate it, Christmas, Thanksgiving. My, I don't know what that emoji is, but.
My birthday.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a cake. That's a birthday cake.
Gotcha. All right. Crystal says, Taco Bell tacos, the Taco Supreme. Yeah.
Taco Supreme.
You gotta do the
Top
Supreme
shelf for me.
Don't do this bullshit
I'm
meat.
a chalupa eater.
You don't do this bullshit meat, lettuce, and cheese. No, you do meat, lettuce, cheese, sour cream, tomatoes. Come on. You gotta do it all.
It's gotta be a Supreme or it's just not a taco.
Karen says, I agree with Alyssa. Whatever you said, Alyssa, Karen agrees with. Isaac says, I love eating Taco Bell. It's a hard taco. Isaac likes it hard. And Sylvia, birthday November 23rd. Happy birthday to Sylvia. We missed your birthday by a couple of months. I apologize, but it's a birthday, and take our best wishes now. Okay. All right. What do we got? Oh. Anybody got an extra $295 million they want to spend? Well, go.
Oh, sure. What do you got?
Yeah. How about it? How about a 105,000 square foot mega mansion known as the One?
I've got that laying around in my sock drawer.
All right, cool. Let's go out to LA and do it.
Splitsies on it, hon. We'll go splitsies. We can grab some Ben and Jerry's on the way.
Yeah, so that's 100. So that's 149 million each. That's no biggie.
Drop in the bucket.
Yeah, right. It's the biggest and most expensive modern home in America with the eventual asking price of $500 million. The mega mansion was placed into receivership last year. If it doesn't sell quickly, the One heads to an auction in February as part of a bankruptcy agreement and will be sold to the highest bidder. How much do you really think this thing's going to go for? It ain't going to go for $295. That's way too. I mean,
never know.
Come on now.
Real estate is through the roof right now. It's
through the roof.
Through the roof.
Through the roof.
This is a seller's market hard right now.
Yeah. The property, which has been a decade in the making, would be the most expensive home sold in the U.S. if it gets its asking price, surpassing hedge funders Ken Griffin's $238 million purchase of an apartment in Manhattan. An apartment for $238 million.
It's in Manhattan.
In Manhattan.
There's a show that's about tiny apartments in New York, and they're like a hallway, a closet.
Yeah,
$2,000, $3,000, micro apartments they call them.
Is the show called Size Doesn't Matter?
No,
it might be.
It should be.
There's something. It's like I know what she's talking about because I've seen it. It's on HGTV, or it used to be.
Yeah, They call them micro apartments. Dude, they're fucking closets.
You know,
they really are.
I used to see a show that actually was about, tiny houses. And those tiny houses, you get creative in those motherfuckers.
Those are cool.
Those are really cool.
Yeah. Live in a tiny house.
You take
I would not want no micro apartment.
You take a little storage shed and you make it a freaking apartment out of it. Come on. That's awesome.
They take the shipping containers.
Oh, shipping containers. That's right.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
There's some places around here where they did that dome thing where they do like a big giant bubble and they adobe it or whatever, and then they pull the bubble out. It's a big dome.
Oh, interesting. Kind of like the House of the Future down there in Orlando.
Doesn't look as cool as it sounds.
Yeah.
No.
Sylvia saying taco hell when you get food poisoning.
Well,
Well, I'm talking
Taco
about
Bell when you get Taco Bell anyway.
That's like that's explosive diarrhea.
You get the Taco Bell revenge afterwards, but it tastes so good going down. It doesn't matter.
Rocky says Jenny makes me miss the taco tour.
I've yet to be to one. I want to go if COVID ever lets me. Or sickness. To be honest with you, and you think about it right now, everybody's got the flus going around like crazy all the time. I'm going to be right here and comfy.
When's the taco tour? Is that like a festival thing going on?
Yeah, they shut down Elm Street in Manchester, and they have this whole big, they declare what the best taco is. We have really got a lot of amazing restaurants and places around here. You can pretty much get any kind of food that you can think of.
Wow.
We really do have. My girlfriend and I have been on a thing to go to all these restaurants. At least before COVID, we were trying to go to all the restaurants, which will take us forever.
Crystal says some of the tiny houses are awesome. They are. They really get creative.
Yeah.
Rocky says no. Charles' size doesn't matter. It's on before the movie Saving Private Ryan's Privates on the other channel. Okay. Thank you, Rocky. But yeah, this huge, I mean, come on, 100,000 square feet, 105,000. Come on now. You got to fork over the money.
What a waste of money.
I know, right? Anyway, so this guy basically who had the house, had $180 million in debt, and now it's part of a bankruptcy agreement. The auction, if it does go to it starts February 7th. People that are interested would have to sell, people involved would have to sell for $200 million just to pay back the debt, including the auction fees and other costs. So can you imagine being $200 million in debt and you have this beautiful home, or had this beautiful home? What the hell happened? Somebody must have had a lot of money, put it in this home, and lost a lot of money. So I don't know the whole story about it, but just take a look at some of these pictures. Damn.
Such a waste.
I know, it is a waste. It's a waste. Here, let me see if I can pull it up. I mean, just the pictures alone. You know how we took a look at the van the other day? The chick that converted the van? Yeah, we got to see this. We got to see this house. This house is just, it's awesome. There's no word for
what
it.
do you have to kill to be able to afford the taxes on it every year? I mean, like the electric bill, the heating bill.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you probably have to, rake in $1 million a month.
Screw that. Get a way smaller place and go everywhere.
Right.
Right? I want Italian food. Let's get on a plane and go to Italy.
I want to
what I mean?
I want to get one of those big RVs and just travel the country. Just like something like, you ever seen Meet the Parents or Meet the Fockers? I want to get an RV like that.
To travel than you think.
What?
If you could stop and take a long time in between places.
Yeah, why not?
Then you can have some fun.
Yeah, why not? I mean, if I had something like that, I'm retired. I'm done.
There's a route there's a mapped out route that you can travel in the United States, and it's 70 degrees everywhere that you go.
So take a look at this if you can. Here, this is actually a video. Maybe I could. It's a 3-minute video, but here's some of the pictures.
Wow,
that's a beautiful pool. That's a beautiful entranceway. Look at that.
It's beautiful, but no. What is that? A fucking landing strip?
I don't know what the hell that is. It's part of the property. I know that.
Maybe it's the helicopter pad.
Yeah, right. Does that come with the helicopter?
You got to have one.
The helicopter that comes
with their own hair salon back there.
Look at this. Look at this. This is the bedroom. There are no walls. It's just all window.
That must be insanely cool and also terrifying during a hurricane.
And there's the putting green that comes with it that's on the roof.
Oh, shit. 4.
Yep.
Fuck.
No, this looks like a fucking airport.
You hit the gardener again.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, just $295 million gets you all that. Step up.
Wow.
Come on. Okay, Isaac says, I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Abby Rivers from Greensboro, North Carolina. She lives in Washington, D.C. Miss her so much. Miss you so much, Abby. Hope you have... Okay, we gave her a shout. Manchester has a taco tour. Going to have to live through my daughter and son-in-law and make them go out and eat tacos for me. Don't know if you want that. What are you going to do? Send them the diarrhea afterwards? Sylvia says, drinking Manischewitz. Manischewitz, thank you. Cream Red Jewish Concord.
Wine. What are you creaming it with? What?
Well, that's what she said. Read it. Drinking Manischewitz Cream Red Concord.
I didn't know it said cream.
No, it's cream.
Manischewitz.
Remember, we're talking about dildos
L'chaim.
today. We're talking about dildos today. I used to watch the movie Meet the Fockers. Yep. I watched them all three of them.
I love those movies. I really do.
I'm not a fan of Ben Stiller as an actor, but I gotta tell you, I like those movies.
Those movies were awesome.
Yeah. You got good news?
Yes.
Okay.
They were funny.
All right. We're actually, believe it or not, this show kind of went pretty fast. So what we're gonna do? We don't have time for a final break, but we're gonna go right into good news.
You didn't even do memes?
Huh?
You didn't even do memes.
I don't have time to do memes. I don't have time. We gotta do news, and if we finish news in enough time, I'll do memes. Well, let's go ahead and bring you along here. Get that good news ready to go. Here's Alyssa. Take it away, babe.
High school athletes shovel snow for their neighbors as a special weightlifting assignment for the football team.
That's a weightlifting assignment, is shoveling snow?
Yeah.
That's hard work.
I like that.
Yeah, that's hard work.
Students in Western Pennsylvania had a snow day on Monday, but instead of staying home or meeting for an indoor workout, these teens on a high school football team were instructed by their coach to get outside and help their neighbors.
Get out and do it now!
That's totally cool.
Brian Dillo at Bethel Park High School near Pittsburgh took to Twitter to announce that Monday's weightlifting session in the gymnasium was canceled, but he had an alternative assignment for the young men. Due to the expected severe weather, Monday's weightlifting workout has been canceled. Find an elderly or disabled neighbor and shovel their driveway. That's our Monday workout. He also told the boys not to accept any money. By mid-morning, more than 27 of the athletes were texting photos to the coach, with some saying they were on their 6th driveway. One of the students even reported that his elderly neighbors were not accepting their non-payment requirement, insisting on a donation.
Wow. Aww. You could take this job, coach, and shovel it.
That is so cool.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
All right. So
what better workout than shoveling driveways?
Yeah, that's right.
Braden Del Duca.
Well, we would have no idea what the fuck that even feels like because we don't have snow down here. So
it's true.
Sorry, folks. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so we got some time left over. Let me bring everybody back on. There we go. All right, so let's change the banner. Get to our end day banner. Want to make sure you go ahead and visit the website www.rawtalkonlineradio.com for all our great shows that we do, including Matt Carnington Unleashed from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Monday through Friday, Matt Carnington Unleashed, 4 to 6. And, of course, our great morning shows is the Just for Fun Morning Mayhem Show and the Steve Jarrett Morning Show, starting at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time and lasting all the way to 1 p.m. Tune in Monday through Friday to get your morning done right. All right, I'm over here talking, yep. We need to play some songs here. All right, got that in there. Man, I'm slow. Slow, honey. I'm getting old. The fuck's wrong with me? All right, here's one. It's a meme here. If robbers ever broke into my house and searched for money, I just laughed and searched for them. Oh, did I go backwards? Yeah. There's a State of Florida in blue. Florida is closed. We're busy trying to find our jackets. Yeah, that's basically the 45-degree weather that we had today, past couple of days.
Yesterday was really cold.
Oh, shush. I was still out there in shorts and a T-shirt.
Good for you.
Yep. I followed my heart and it led me to whiskey. I did that already the other day. If roosters can start today by screaming, then damn it, so can I.
I thought of you when I read that one.
To all my northern friends, when your weather is down here in my yard drunk, I'm going to need you to come down here and get it.
Nuh-uh, you can keep it.
Yeah. I think, is that it? I know Karen sent more.
Those were the ones I sent.
Oh, okay, I see. Fragile, not like a flower, like a bomb. Kaboom.
I could wear that.
Interesting. No, that's it. Shit. Not many memes at all. Yeah, I thought there was more, but I guess I was wrong.
There's always a ton on my page, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's a man with a seatbelt. For all those people who wore a mask while in a car alone, the new outdoor seatbelt is now available.
I know, right?
Right? It's like, that's so stupid.
Well, I get it for the people that are in and out of their car a lot.
Yep.
It's just easier.
I've put mine on in the car, like, on my way to work, if I'm
just so you don't
late.
forget it.
But
yeah. No, I'm with you there. I can remember. It's like you're ready to jump out of the car as soon as
yeah.
Here's a tweet from Melanie Gibson. When I was in high school, I kept hearing about guys giving their girlfriends facials. I remember thinking, I can't wait to have a boyfriend so I can get pampered too. Imagine my surprise when I finally came.
Jeez.
Oh my God, this is a Star Wars clip with Han Solo and Chewbacca's view flying the Millennium Falcon right into a butt. Said, that's no moon. I love putting warm underwear fresh out of the dryer. Plus, it's fun to look around the laundromat and guess who they belong to. All right, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was it. All right, so we're done. That was the memes for today, January 19, 2022, right here on the Charles Richardson Show. And, yay, we got everything in time. Cool. Any final words, Jenny, before we get the hell out of here?
Stay safe. Come check me out on gencoffee.com.
There we go. Get some promotion going in here, gencoffee.com.
A little hawk my wares.
Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, man, just make sure you go ahead and don't rush out to buy those N95 masks all at once. You know, don't treat it like toilet paper. Just let the rest of us buy some too. Damn it. And if you go to China, make sure you go ahead and do not go into any buildings because you may get locked down.
You can check the FDA's website for making sure that your mask is on there as approved if you're worried.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure all of my masks are not. Last comments here. I'll be watching you on Friday. Thank you, Isaiah. Crystals, I was 44. It was 44 here in Illinois yesterday. It's 15 now. Okay, well, make sure you go ahead and stay warm. We're out of here. We'll see you Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Charles Richardson Show. Take care, everybody, and be safe. Bye-bye.